What's up, guys? Zenigame here. So in the last video I left you guys, I had won the first battle, my first real battle. My second battle, technically my second battle because the first guy disconnected. So we're really 2-0 right now, but just one real battle. So 2-0, looking decent. Ranking is increased. This is all being recorded after the Junior National. Of course, these are battle videos. So Junior National's over. I'll show you. We'll go through the entire list of how many games I played. So this is gonna be the third real battle. So other than the 4 Pokemon this opponent has brought, looking like a more competitively viable team, because I'm assuming this guy also has a decent ranking because you get matched up by rankings, I think. So we're going to be entering the third real battle. The 2 Pokemon he did not bring, other than the ones you see right now, are he did not bring his Salamence, he did not bring his Scizor. So I think that Scizor really had a good matchup against Gardevoir, but not so good a matchup against Charizard Y. Because Scizor's Bullet Punch, I don't know if it one-hit KOs Gardevoir, it probably does. If it's a Life Orb variant. Salamence, I guess if he was not Scarfed, I think, as you'll see, I think his Chandelure is Scarfed, I don't remember completely. The Salamence may have not been Scarfed, so Garchomp would have been a threat. Of course, Greninja is a threat to Salamence. And I do have a Mega Mawile in the back, that's a threat to Salamence. So I did not bring Rotom Cut or Mega Mawile. So let's get into it, because this is a long battle, honestly. This really good plays. He does have the Flash Fire on his Chandelure because he has double Steel, so weak to fire. He has the Flash Fire on his Chandelure. So let's get it started. Alright. Looking like the actually standard default outfit on him, looks like it. Okay, so I do lead with my Choice Scarf Gardevoir and Garchomp. So I do get the Trace's Prankster, not very useful at all. He goes for the King Shield. Gosh, immediately I should have actually predicted that. Goes for the Light Screen. Of course, Prankster priority. I go for the Shadow Ball into Aegislash. And the Fire Fang, I double target the Aegislash. Wow, so he gets up a free Light Screen. Terrible play on my part. So I'm at -2. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to say no, it's not worth being at -2. I'm going to bring my Charizard in here to try to threaten actually both of these. So he's going to go for the Reflect. None of my Pokemon are physical attackers right now, so do go for the Shadow Ball into the Aegislash. Let's see how much it does in defense form. Wow, that is not too good a damage. I do get the special defense drop. That's important. He goes for the Sword Stance. This is important. I know that it's a physical Aegislash now. That is so... a lot of Aegislash right now are special. So I'm going to switch out, predicting the Shadow Snake, go into Greninja, because he resists it. And in case anything weird happens, I have a Sash. If he predicts that and goes for maybe the Sacred Sword or something like that. Switches out into Chandelure. Great play. He's trying to get the Flash Fire boost off the bat, thinking I would go into Klefki, because Klefki might start Thunder Waving things. So I do get the Sun up. So my Scald will actually not be doing as much damage to the Chandelure. So he goes for the Shadow Snake, really predictable play. +2 Shadow Snake, look at how much it does to Greninja, it does a little bit. So I do go for the Overheat, do not target the Klefki. I thought the Aegislash would switch, honestly, but... Alright, so Aegislash is knocked out, that +2 didn't really affect me. Not too big of a deal. So he sends in his Klefki, and I know he can't get the Flash Fire boost now because the Chandelure's in the other spot, so he's going to withdraw. Good play on his part. Fearing maybe the Dark Pulse coming from the Greninja. He goes into his Rotom Wash, and keep in mind, they do have Reflect and Light Screen, keep in mind. I do go back and do Garchomp, thinking that he actually might Thunder Wave me, but he Thunder Waves the Greninja. I should have, done something about that, but I go for the Dark Pulse into Rotom Wash, I believe. Half's damage. Keep in mind that's half damage because of Light Screen. So I'm paralyzed now, which is... Greninja's speed is a huge, its biggest asset. He goes into a Chandelure. I go for the Fire Fang. Oh, this is where he predicted. I went for the obvious Fire Fang, thinking he might predict that, and he might predict that, and like he might predict the obvious Fire Fang, and so he would think I would go for the Dragon Claw, so he would stay in. If that makes sense, like I would go for the Dragon Claw thinking his Chandelure would switch in, so I thought that he was going to predict me to predict. You know, it gets really complicated. So, I do have Lum. He burns me, I have Lum. Not a big deal. I know I'm in a tough spot. Keep in mind, this is a tough spot now. I am done. He gets a Flash Fire boost. Of course that's going to take me out. Of course. Flash Fired, Fire Blast. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp again. Good thing I protect myself. God, I mean, at this point, I'm like, oh my God. When he switched in that Chandelure, got the Flash Fire boost, to myself, I thought this game was game over. I traced this Flash Fire, which is really, really lucky. And so I go for the Energy Ball in the Rotom. I think I thought that Rotom was the threat for some reason, because I thought his Chandelure was Scarfed, honestly. Okay, as you can see, his Chandelure is not Toy Scarfed. I think if it was, it would outspeed Chomp. He goes for the Fire Blast. I don't think he saw that I got the Flash Fire boost, that I got his Flash Fire ability. I don't think he registered. I don't think he saw that. So he sends in his Klefki. I think I'm locked into Energy Ball right now, so that's not a good thing. Go back into Charizard, get the Sun back up, which that will help his Fire Blast, which, I mean, he's already Flash Fired, now in the Sun. So I do go for the Rock Slide. Let's see how much this does on the Chandelure. Not too much. I think the Reflect is still up, honestly. Chandelure goes for the Fire Blast on who? Garchomp. Okay, that's going to put it out. Even though it's not very effective, first of all, it's Fire Blast, Stab, Drought, and Flash Fire, of course. He has so many things going for him. So, what do I trace here? I should trace the Flash Fire. I get so lucky. Again, I trace the Flash Fire. That is great. He Thunder Waves? Who does he Thunder Wave? Okay, Thunder Waves are my Charizard. Not a good play on his part. I think that cost him the game, honestly. I think that cost him the game. That he Thunderbolted the Charizard. Yes, because had he... Actually, no, I don't think it would have mattered, actually. That Thunder Wave does not matter. Because if he Thunder Wave my Gardevoir, I would still be able to outspeed because it doesn't affect until the turn after. So I go for the Shadow Ball, and he goes to the Foul Play. Wow. Okay, none of my Pokemon are invested in attack. So, oh yeah, this gets kind of funny. I gotta get worried because I get paralyzed there. I go for another Shadow Ball. What is he gonna do here? He's gonna Foul Play. He should have probably Thunder Waved me. Try to Thunder Wave hacks me to death. Oh, I get paralyzed again. He's gonna Thunder Wave me. He's like, okay, maybe I can hack him to death. Maybe I can Thunder Wave him and his Pokemon will never be able to move. Now I can run out the timer. So I get paralyzed again. Do both of them get paralyzed? So at this point I'm like, oh my God, alright, somebody hit something. So I just overheat him. That's gone. So I feel like that was a long game, and it was long because we had so many switches and so many good plays. So that was definitely a hard-earned 3-0. That was not this battle to me. When I was playing it, I honestly thought it was really hard. Like, it might seem like it's easy now in hindsight, but when I was playing it, that was a hard battle to know what to lock yourself into, to know what the threats are, to predict switches. That was hard. So hard won 3-0. We're gonna be moving on to the fourth battle in the next video. I'll see you guys in the next video.